Hello, X. My goodness, that was fast. David, El Haj, my goodness. It was a tie. It was like by a nose. Excalibur by a nose. And here comes from the corner Excalibur going, and David and El Haj, Excalibur by the nose. Hello, Emmanuel. That was cool. Well, actually, it was it was very right to the moment because I was actually thinking about horses today, trying to break in my new boots, riding boots. And this came up, so it all fitting. So how you guys doing? Hope all is well. It's a very nice and sunny day here today in Vancouver, and I thought we would have a short chat and then we go about our things. It must be nighttime for everywhere else other than west coast of North America, which is just about 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Must be 7 p.m. in the east, and perhaps, what is it, 2 hours behind or ahead in Mexico. Europe is probably about, 2 o'clock in the morning, is it? No. It's 12 o'clock, midnight, or 1, depending on where you are. I think Belgium is 9 hours ahead. UK is 8. And Germany is 7, something like that. Anyways, Australia is 4 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. Hong Kong is about 9 or 10 in the morning. So we may be reaching, India is for sleep right now because it's about 5:30 in the morning. So we may reach a different kind of a geographical area, but you know, that was the time I could do it, so I hope we get as many as we can. Oh, Texas, rainy day? David? Really? Does it rain in Texas? I thought it's always sunny. Mika, hi Mehran, beautiful day, Florida. Oh, hello Mika. Florida, of course, of course. Probably as beautiful as it is here, or much warmer, of course. Here, I think we have, I don't know, maybe, let's see, let's feel the breeze. It's something about, I don't know, 10, 11 here, centigrade. So, Mika from Florida is the last entry today. I kind of wonder, why is it that when we are on Facebook, suddenly we have like many people, but when I put the post on Facebook and yet announce the YouTube live talk, we don't reach as many. I'm not sure. So, you guys, if you guys are already having your tea or coffee beside you, you can shoot questions that you may have. I don't think I can sit for too long because of trying to break in my riding boots. And it's not that easy to sit with them. So I may stand up from time to time, but anyhow. It's a challenge. That means I can do it in any situation. I can respond to questions even with so well, Vancouver is you know, I'm in West Vancouver, about 5 minutes walk to the ocean, and seawalk is just about, I can have a 3-kilometer walk right around the seawalk. It's beautiful, which I do that often. Night times, not lately though. El Haj says, David says, so you still do some horse riding? Actually, I haven't, David, but it's been like, last time I did it was yesterday, while it was many, many years ago. However, I've been longing for it. It's been like something missing so badly. So eventually I tried, but my old boots wouldn't fit anymore. Somehow I've got, I don't know, I've grown or something. I was much thinner when I was using those boots. So my son treated me into a custom-made boots from Holland. So all the measurements was sent, and they put it, you know, they made one. And I received it many months ago, but I've been, you know, it's been sitting there and not really broken in. So nowadays I wear it a few hours a day whenever I can to break it in, and then eventually, soon when the weather gets better, more reliable, then go and start getting back into it. It'll take me a few weeks to be where it was, but I'm certain that I can get back to that. At least half of the shape and expertise in natural riding horses as it was when it was back in the days for me. So Eli says, how to stop comparing yourself with others. I always want to be better than others. Well, so you just said the magic word. You just said the solution. Stop wanting to be better than the others. Just focus on being better than yourself yesterday. Compete with yourself. Change the competition. Compete with something you don't have to keep worrying about who's going to win. And yet you will win always, because you'll be focused on how to better yourself, a better version of yourself. Never worry about how other people doing what they're doing. Unless you know you're something you want to learn and they're expert in that. That's fine. But never try to compare yourself with the others. You're unique and you are you. And you will always try and can try to research and find what is it that you want to learn and help yourself to become better than what you possibly are. And don't buy into the fact that you have to be better than somebody else to be as good as you can be, or to be counted, or to be, you know, feeling proud of yourself or not. Just be your own judge. Do what is best. Do the right thing. That's all it matters. Being better than other people in what way and how? How can they compete with you? You have different setup, different looks, different ingredients, different way your consciousness is put together, different way of everything you do. So what's the competition there? Nobody can measure up to you, and you don't need to think that you should measure up to anybody. Why? What for? You should focus on maintaining and enhancing your abilities, your knowledge, your expertise. That's the machine that you are. Make your programs work for you. Learn what makes you a better version of you. That's all. The rest of it is nonsense. Just imagine the ones that you're trying to be better than, they're trying to be better than somebody else. So what? So who are you trying to be better than? Someone who's trying to be better than somebody? Someone who doesn't have enough belief in himself, that's trying to be better than something with at somebody else? Why do you want to be better than somebody who doesn't have enough confidence in themselves that they're hoping to be better than somebody else? So break that mold and break that way of thinking. Just try to compete with yourself. Compete with someone that you don't have to look around on the other lane, how fast that person is running. Just, you can check it and run at the same time when you're competing with yourself. That's the best way. Believe in yourself. Do the best you can, and that's all it matters. The rest is a game that they have sold it to you to follow. Okay, so that's it. That's all the question we had for today, guys. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Nice evening. David says, I see, good luck with that, thanks. So do you believe in fate, determinism, or do you believe that reality is random and free will? Reality, do you mean destiny or you mean reality? Are you asking me if everything is written, or can you change your stars? Elaborate on that, please. But remember, almost everything is an illusion. What you call reality is the illusion that you're focusing on. So instead of focusing on illusion, focus on the now. Then your reality and focus becomes one, rather than illusion replacing the reality because you're focusing on it. You know, thought tries to replace the actuality. So if you focus on whatever it is that you're focusing, you will think that's the actuality, because you're creating a scene in your virtual reality goggle that you have on your face, which is your consciousness, and you're seeing everything with that virtual reality goggle on. Only the limits would be the frame of the virtual reality. That's why when you put that thing on, the movie that you're watching, you think it's everything, and it affects you so much. If you're about to fall off the cliff, you believe you are, because that's all you think there is. That's the limits of your field of vision, and you believe that's the world. And that's what the consciousness have done to you. You think whatever you have accumulated in your consciousness is all there is to be in the world, in life. Because you're seeing everything with the eye of the consciousness, with the eye of the past, and consciousness in the past, consciousness in memory, memory in the past, consciousness in the past. You're seeing everything with the eye of the consciousness, and you're seeing everything with the eye of the past. And instead, therefore, you're focusing on those which are all illusions now in your consciousness, and by focusing it, the thought tries to make that an actuality, because that's your virtual reality goggle on, and you believe that's all there is, and therefore you will be sold on it that this is what reality is, where it is all just a memory, illusion you're focusing on, and not even exist. So try to see life with the eye of the now, the present. Make it one, make the illusion and the focus and the reality all one by being in the now, being in the present. So everything would be fresh, real, as it's blooming, as it's arising, and you're with it. Therefore, that is a reality, which means you have a great chance of creating your own path, future, fate, focus, destiny, changing it as much as possible. Otherwise, you're just a log, like a log floating on the river. River being life and society, log being you, being taken away everywhere. Instead, try to be a tree in the river, which has roots, therefore doesn't get to be taken away here and there with the flow of the water, hitting the bank and parking the shit and the side things and garbage that the river may have with it, and instead be rooted in the river bed and have the water and the garbage that comes and approaches it to have to separate around it, go around the trunk of the tree, which is you, and then you only take and absorb what you think it's suitable and qualified for you to interact with and absorb. That's what life is all about. Have roots, be with the present moment, and become one with the actuality and the now together, rather than focusing on illusions that exist in your consciousness and letting thoughts turning those illusions as if they are actuality. So, okay, I think we discussed that. David, yeah. Saul says, how to tell between a girl liking you or playing games with you? Well, it's very simple. When you think she's actually giving you signals that she's interested in you, you know, you're both in legal age and both have consent of interacting. And if you think she's giving you all those signals that you're taking it clearly that she's flirting with you or whatever it is, then make a move on it. Just ask her a direct question. Would you like to go to a movie? Or would you like to go to dinner? That's it. And if she is playing games, she'll say no, and they say, okay, forget it. Put her on the spot according to the signals that she's giving you for you to receive. So receive it, act on it in the way I said, you know, ask a direct question. If you like to do this, shall we go for tea or something like that? And then if she accepts, then you know, okay, it's liking you. If she says, oh no, I gotta go do this, wash my hair or whatever the hell it is, that sounds like an excuse, then you'll know. Then you just move on to a different friend. Don't spend your time being a toy for people's fluffing their own ego by using you. A genuine friendship and genuine path. Either this way or that way, clear. Friends, date, or just socialize. El Haj says, thank you for the information, sir. How to convince a girl that you are old enough for her? I'm 23 and she's 26-year-old. Well, you know, look, El Haj, actually you're not. It doesn't mean that you are not older than her makes you less wise or less than her. I don't know who she is, and I don't exactly know what and who you, in reality of your experience and maturity, are. But in general, you know, you're a 23-year-old man and she's 26-year-old. She has this illusion in her mind, or correctly so, I don't know, it depends on what you guys are all about, that she's all mature and woman and a woman of the, you know, world, and she's looking for some I don't know, some whatever, same age or older, to make her feel that she is actually mature. She's looking for somebody older to confirm with her that she is come of age and she is counted. So going with it for a 23-year-old, to her is like she's going back to 23-year-old and she hasn't been able to prove to herself that she's matured. Otherwise, if she was really mature and she really found things in common between you two, what's 3 years? She would actually say, well, let's see how we can be compatible, instead of just talking about age, because it looks like it's her shortcomings, not yours. So don't worry about it. She misses her chance, and don't feel just because she's using that excuse now you have to prove to her or to yourself and be more enticed to approach her or to pursue her, to want her, just because she's already come up with some excuses. No, okay, if that's an excuse, great, thanks very much. Go to the next one and find a 22-year-old or 23-year-old your own age, and then you know, it's no big deal. Anyhow, Alessandro, yes, hi Mehran, he says, it's me, Alessandro. Yesterday I bought both your books, Me, My Psyche and I, and The Breakup Pain. Can't wait to start reading them. Okay, good. And read them slowly. Don't read them as if they're a novel or you have to, it's a story. It's not. Just read the chapters that you feel like it. Look at the table of contents. Read the ones that feel that's the topic of the day for you, and enjoy them. Possibly with a cup of tea or whatever you like. Mika says, how do I forgive myself for being in a toxic relationship and not pursuing my education goals and feeling like I made no progress in life over the past 4 years except getting credit? Well, it's not about forgiving yourself. You got to go get a branch of a cherry tree and beat the crap out of yourself for having made such a shitty decision. Why did you stop your education? For what? For toxic relationship? What does that give you? Believe in yourself. Don't believe that by being in a relationship, toxic or not, you're going to get value from somebody else, from outside of you, because somebody likes you. No, go after what you want to accomplish in life. Get yourself educated, because every one of these Tom, Dick, and Harrys that looks like the Prince Charming to you, and you get in a relationship with you, then you're at the mercy of what they whim or wishes may be. Someday they may leave you, or you may not like them anymore. Then what? You counted on the fact that you're going to build a life, and they're going to be what? Taking care of you, or be part of taking care of the, you know, whatever you need and stuff. No, believe on yourself. Count on yourself. Depend on yourself. For that, you need to prepare and train yourself. For that, you need your education or whatever it is that you like to do to become good and great at it. And for that, you need to focus on pursuing that which brings you long-term security of being able to be independent. And then you will choose who qualifies or who doesn't. I don't care how much money or position they may seem to have right now. All it matters is they're all volatile. They could change their mind. Things could change in their lives. Things could be taken away. Things could not be the same as it is now. For that, you need to prepare for yourself, on yourself, by yourself, to be self-sufficient, and then you choose, not to be chosen only. We both need to be able to choose, and then we can accept if we are also chosen by the girl that we like, and in your case, the boy that you like. So, otherwise, you won't be in any kind of a position to call the shots for your own life, and that's what you want to do. Relationship, it's supposed to be an enhancement to your life, not your life and then you try to enhance it. You're supposed to build yourself solid, count on yourself. You can do without anyone's interference or help, and then you will choose to enhance your life, not that making the relationship the primary direction of your path of your life. All right. Jack. Yeah. Hello, Jack. Everyone is different, Jack. You know, some this way, some that way. So there's no real formula. Saul says, thank you for your goodness. You're welcome. Rahim, you're a good man. Thank you, Rahim. Study with me says, I'm so down, Mehran. Having exam tomorrow and missing my ex. It's been a year since we broke up, but still. Anna, is this the right time to think about the ex? Take a break from that shit, that thinking. Focus on your studies. Tomorrow is exam. After the exam, you can think about it and sob as much as you want. Not now. Not now. Now belongs, the time belongs, I repeat myself, now time belongs to be focused and dedicated to what's got most important priority. And that's your exam. Focus on that. If you can't do that, you don't deserve to have anything good. Focus on that. Give yourself importance. Respect yourself and your future and your preparation for your future. And that means do this goddamn exam. Focus on this. That guy is not going to answer the question of the exams for you. I don't care if he comes back or doesn't come back. Who gives a shit? What matters to your life, really, realistically, is this what you're doing. This exam matters. Because even if the guy was there and you miss the exam, mess it up, because, oh, the guy is there for you, and then you didn't get the exam done properly, and the guy leaves maybe some other day, a month from now, or 2 months, or a year. But you missed this chance. This cannot come back. But all other things, relationship things like ex or whatnot, it can always come back this way, that way, on, off, whatever, it doesn't matter. But some things, you cannot have that chance again and deal with them as good as you should when you were supposed to. And now is that when that you're supposed to deal with the exam. Later on, okay, go back and, you know, do whatever you want to think and miss the X and all that, which we've talked more than 780 videos now I have on the video on the channel to help you understand why you should not worry about the X and move on to the next best thing. And instead, you're focusing on this now. Take a break of it, do your exam, and tomorrow go on my channel. I've got enough answers for you that you will never have enough questions for it. So let's do that deal. Can we have that pact? You just take a break from this. It's okay. I'll deal with it later. I don't have to mourn now. I don't have to be sad now. I'll take care of what is like if you're hungry. What do you do when you're hungry? You keep thinking about, no, I just want to do this now. But you're hungry. What do? You take a break. You go make food or buy food or take food and eat the food. And after that, you go and sit down and start doing whatever it is that you want to do. Daydream or be sad or whatever. They all have their own slots. Right now, this time slot should be dedicated to your exam. Then after that, tomorrow, go crazy. No worries. Okay. Anna, do we have a deal? I want that exam done well. And only you can do it. No one else. Clear mind. Focus. Love yourself. Respect yourself. That's what you're doing. That is for you. The exam. And then after that, I don't know. Go do whatever you want to do. And we'll talk about it later. Alessandra says, I read chapter 63. Is it love? Do we love her? Do we miss her? And I realize I love my ex truly. Really? Okay. That means you didn't read the chapter well. Read it again. I want her to be happy. Why do you want her to be happy? What about you? Does she want you to be happy? Well, it's obviously, you know, not necessarily the way you think she should. She left. So go on with your life. Love yourself and then see what comes around. Even if not with me. Why? Why are you such a pussycat? She can be happy. That's great. Even not with you. Great. Good feeling. Good positive. Good strong feeling. That's good. That's a good mentality. But you don't have to keep thinking about her happiness. She's gone. She's responsible for that. You focus on yourself now. Yeah? Wish good for others as you do, and wish good for yourself as well. Yeah, I just answered that, I think, Alessandro. Yesterday I was depressed and the world was gray. Today was a good day, but I fear if it is an accident. Well, stop fearing. Stop comparing to what it was yesterday, what it is today. Will it be the same tomorrow? That creates fear. Otherwise, there is no fear. If you be with the moment, with the now, and understand the reality that, hey, okay, I wish her well, but look, obviously, she didn't want to give me the pleasures that I wanted to get to know her, be in a relationship with her and all that. So she has left. If she is thinking like that, that means she doesn't have the best interest of me in mind. Therefore, why should I worry more than I should about her? I wish her well, that's it. Now it's time for me to think about myself and go and find more friends, new friends, and so on. Anna says, thank you so much, Mehran. You made me laugh. Thank you, Mehran. I'm not here to make you laugh. I'm here to make you cry, because if you don't take care of yourself, nobody will. So you better stick it out, right? And get that exam done. Love yourself, respect yourself, and understand you're too good to worry about people who don't worry about you. And that's all. Wish them all well, but get rid of them. Focus on your life. None of them will come to pay your rent and take care of you when you need it if you haven't done your own thing to take care of yourself. Do all that, then you can see who qualifies to come around. For now, take a break from all that shit. Focus on this exam, and I want to hear that you did as best as you could without any regrets. That's what we're facing here. Tomorrow, after that, then you can just do whatever you want to do. Right? Just write me a note, say, yes, we have a deal. Mika says, thank you, Mehran. You are so right. If you don't care for yourself, no one will. Yeah, of course not. Alessandra says, yes, I think you're right, but I was an horrible and neglectful person for the last part of my relationship, and I think she did the right thing, leaving, as painful as. Okay, fine, okay, you didn't kill anyone, so you were a goof off, or you whatever, you neglected and all that. Okay, so what's the big deal? What's the big deal that you're supposed to now repent and pay the price and be miserable? What? It's all about pleasure, and it didn't work out. Obviously, look, if she was really that good, you wouldn't have neglected her. So that tells you that she wasn't really the right one. But now that she has left, you miss it, and you're trying to pursue what has dissed you because you want to fluff your own ego and feel good about yourself. Otherwise, she's still the same person that you neglected her, which means she wasn't really that hot for you. You now think she is. So go on. Go on. There are other things that wait for you in life. That wasn't just it. David says, if you could give one piece of advice to young people, what should it be? It wouldn't be one thing. It would be love yourself, respect yourself, understand you're qualified, try your best to make the best version of yourself, and whoever doesn't want you, you don't want them. Simple. No need to wish ill for anybody, but whoever doesn't want to be in a relationship with you, that's the first criteria that it should be met. And if it's not, you don't want to be with them because they're not qualified. The first criteria to be in a relationship with someone is if they also want what you want. You guys both want the relationship with the same. First, they want you, therefore you can want them. If they don't want you, that's a deal breaker. You don't want them. No matter what you think, how hot you are for them, or how sexy they are, whatever it is that you feel about them. No. Simple. And be with the moment. Understand what you're facing with is the reality. Not the stuff that is in your head and you're thinking, memories, you want to fix it and you want to go back and spend time and deal with it, entertain all those thoughts. No, none of that. They're all illusion. They don't exist. Focus on the now. Whatever it is, you deal with it. And then go on and do the stuff that you got to do to be proud of yourself, have confidence because you didn't neglect your duties and responsibilities. just because you were going into some kind of a bad relationship, breakup or whatever. So later on you will not regret the things that you had to take care of. And you'll be proud that you didn't neglect your duties or responsibilities, which propels you to find a bigger and better islands, funner shores, and have your life the way you expect it to be. Okay. Yes, you're right. Anna says, okay, good. Then let me know how it went with your exam. Alessandra says, yes, she broke up with me, and as the old saying goes, rejection breeds obsession. Okay, still my mind built an image of her using memories. Well, stop that image. Sensation and emotions and honeymoon period. Forget that. That's not a honeymoon period. If it was a honeymoon period, you wouldn't be talking about it like this. And you know, if you really, really do hot for her, just you know, do what you got to do, and you know what that is, and then get it over with. You know, you can just. It's all lust that you feel right now. It's all lust. You just get rid of that, and you know how, and then move on with your life. You'll be relaxed and be able to think clear. I've dated a lot of women in my life, he says. Remember, guys, you were supposed to let me know where you're tuning in, how old you are, and if you're male or female, because the pictures or the names, screen names, doesn't tell me anything. So that'll help me out. I've dated a lot, he says, of women in my life. Had many good relationships, but I'm still intimidated by approaching attractive women. Never actually did it. Why could I be so afraid of rejection? Listen, rejection is the way that you deny yourself of a nice apple. So, what's the answer? You want the apple, or you want to let the rejection keep you away from it? You see a beautiful woman that she gives you enough clear signal that she wants you to approach, or you want to just say hello. Well, go and say hello. What happens? What happens? She says what? No hello? What? Okay, no hello. Bye-bye. No big deal. You're a man. You're supposed to take rejection. That's the way we are. Go, if it's appropriate, approach appropriately, properly, respectfully, kindly. If it's called for, don't be a nuisance to people. But if it's all okay, you know, everything is proper in every angle, you just say hello and introduce yourself. Hello, I'm infatuated. Whatever. And if she says, no, good for you, but I'm not, and they say, okay, have a nice day. I'm just making a joke out of it, but that's all it is. What is it? What do you think she is? She's another human being getting up in the morning hoping that she will, do her best in the day. That's it. So what are you afraid of? What's going to happen? It's the image that you're worried about. Your image has become more important than you. So image is supposed to be guard and shield you, but now you're trying to shield and guard your image. That's why you can't go anywhere. Because you're worried, oh, that's shield that's supposed to protect me. It may be tarnished. It may be scratched. No. That's the image for. Go. Say hello. It's okay. Have a big smile and say hello. And then see what happens. And if they didn't respond, oh, that's it. Don't die. Nothing happens. Go to the next one. And until both are on the same page. Never make anybody uncomfortable. But when you see it's appropriate, proper, respectful, approach with kindness and politeness, depending on the circumstance and the mood, just say hello. Introduce yourself. No big deal. Women are beautiful, they're kind, they're nice, they're not monsters. Don't think that, oh, the rejection means the end of me. No, rejection means you're one closer to the one that is not going to reject you. The more no you hear, you're closer to a yes. Just don't make anybody uncomfortable in receiving all those no's. Just be proper, be a gentleman, and see it right. And if it's called for, if it's all, you see enough signals, to positive signals to go and introduce yourself, then you do. Otherwise, don't bother, you know, people just because you see a girl that she's pretty. Well, leave her alone, unless she gives you enough kind reasons in a proper way. Now, Mika says, if you are recording this chat, will you repost it as a video? I love to listen to this again and get it in my head. I'll make a deal with you, Mika. If you share the videos that you like of the channel, among 800 videos that we have, which almost anything that could go through your mind in regards to breakups, relationships, or matters of your psyche, thoughts, consciousness, fear, desire, and ego, any one of these that you pick up from the playlist in my channel that you like, if you share it on your social media and prop the channel, make the channel be more introduced to people, I sure will post it on and you can have it. And you know, we have 133 other live talks. It is now, this is the 134th. And you can always watch all of them. They're all available on YouTube. And all the live talks are in a playlist called Live Talk 2016. I wonder if it is locked for VIP people, that they go on my chat, on my site, mindthatseekstruth.com, and they pay a nominal fee, like, I don't know, $3 a month or $22 for a whole year, that they can watch it. Or is it open for anybody? Anyhow, I open it for everybody so that you can always have access to all the live talks, and you can find any videos that addresses these sort of concerns. And whether it's about the psyche or about relationship breakup, they're all there. Find the ones you like, promote it on your social media, please, guys, all of you, and help the channel to grow, because I have heard thousands of comments that it has had life-changing effects on your lives, and I'm proud of that. But yet we are not visible on YouTube. You know that. With all the good contents that I have, and many of you, thousands of you have told me, we still are not visible. So it needs your sharing of the videos to make us visible and bring that many more subs for the channel. So at least then I can be clear to spend more time on this. There's so many things I want to do. Maybe we can have workshop. Maybe we can start going around different places and putting these meetings and let people come and get educated about their psyche and the situation they're going through and find solution in these things. So help people to know about our channel, and that would be great. Anyhow, I'm going to be posting this up within maybe maximum half an hour after it's done. And there are many other live talks that have been very, very done well. They mostly are actually, but I'm sure that you will be able to enjoy. And I will cut many important ones that I can come across of each live talk and turn them into one single video with its own title. So that could be of something to look forward to as well. And Mika, I expect your answer. I'm expecting your answer in regard to our deal. Now, Emmanuel says, what can I do with the fact that I want all my ideas and beliefs to harmonize with themselves? I don't like it when two or more different concepts do not agree totally. As for example, Christianity and what you teach as here. What does Christianity, religion, have to do with what I teach, Emmanuel? That has nothing to do with anything. But what you're saying, first of all, it's really ambiguous, Emmanuel. Because it sounds like you're telling me, look, I want all my fruits in basket to be of the same harmony in taste. Well, it can be. They're different. The orange and apple, the grape and the banana, tomato. Tomato is a fruit, by the way. Don't make mistake. It's not a vegetable. All have their own speciality. They all have their own place. So why don't you, instead of wanting all of them to comply, understand that each one of them have a different place and their place, designated place for you to use, and use them as when it's needed according to what they're offering and what they're expert as and what they're good for. You can't be using a speed horse for a workhorse, and you can't use a Clydesdale to do a show jumping, or go in a race course. Everything has their own differences, and yet they're good for their own purpose, and you use them as they are. You can't use a hammer instead of plier, and you can't use a plier for a hammer. Each have their own importance and their place in your life. So treat it that way, you'll be fine. Then you'll find harmony. But if you want to shove them all together, make them all do the same thing, then you're just ruining their own specialty and differences for being so useful to your life. David says that is good advice. Thank you. You're welcome. And Islak Nahut, which I am not sure how to pronounce it. I don't know if it's a name or screen name. It says, thank you very much. I already bought all your books. Okay. And unknown to you. Okay. You pretty much saved my life after a painful breakup I had last year. Much obliged. And please accept my sincere thanks. You're quite welcome. I'm delighted that he was all helpful to you, and he helped you to use your own engine and just push yourself out of the puddle that you had parked and didn't know how powerful you are. And all I was a catalyst. Just give you a little push. That's what we mostly need. When we are stuck in a mud, we either got to get out to put a board of some kind in front of the wheel, and if that doesn't work, just a little bit of a push with another vehicle or another power in the back of the car, and that's enough, because you still have your engine and everything's working. You're just not wheeling it right. That's all. Get on the right road, and then you will do great. And you have. And I'm delighted. I'm proud of you. Good for you. And my pleasure. You're quite welcome. Carpe Diem says, Mehran, here please give him 100,000 thumbs up. Ha! Ha! Yes, don't forget, guys, everybody who's here right now, just click on the thumbs up. Let's make the channel have a better algorithm. Whoever comes on, just put the thumbs up, just as Carpe Diem suggests. There is Sergeant Carpe Diem here helping everybody to line up. Help the channel. This is as much of a channel, this channel is as much yours as is mine. And unless you guys share it and help it and let the words out, it won't be noticed. And as you know, many channels they're not really that helpful. You all told me they have thousands and thousands of subs and millions of viewers, but yet the ones that you think is great in content, which is this channel, you told me, we don't have that many. So we need create the buzz and help out. And Carpe Diem says, Mehran, how do I become more open, more free to people? Some of the things we are like having kids. Some of the things were like having kids. I'm happy for them, but sad I don't have any thus far. Okay, let me read that again. How do I become more open, more free to people? Some of the things were like having kids. Oh, you don't have kids. Is that what you're saying? I'm happy for them, but sad I don't have any thus far. Oh. Well, look, I don't have $1 million either, but I don't, I enjoy seeing people who do. in the right way, like, you know, they have made their money in legitimate ways from their ingenuity and their hard work. So enjoy. We're all connected. So if you see children, think of them as your own kids. Be nice to them, be kind to them, help them if you can. You know, I understand what you're saying, but you know what? That's how you decided your life to be. It didn't turn out the way that you would have wanted it now, but then you didn't want it then, maybe, or the qualified woman hadn't presented herself for you to find it justified to get a serious relationship, have children. But you're all what? You're all what, 40, 45? Jesus. If you really want kids that bad, I'm telling you, it's lots of work. Especially now the world has gone to shits. They try to influence your kids in all different ways, and you got to be really patient and focused in order to raise a good son or daughter, because they're bombarded with all kind of shit out there, and if they don't have good strong roots, you can worry about them weathering out. But if you raise them straight and strong and powerful and focused and straight to the point of what they need to do for their lives, and give them enough information, knowledge to keep themselves protected from the garbage that is out there, you know, it's not going to be easy, but that's what needs to be done. If you know, that's what I did, because I simply loved to be a father, good father, and I was. That's why I'm proud of it. My son and I have such a great relationship. But if you are not focused to do that, you better not have a kid, because they're going to hijack it. This whole shitty society around the world is going to hijack it. There's so much shit out there. And obviously, you didn't have that time or that opportunity or that situation then. That's why you didn't, because we often make decisions and right decisions without really thinking about why. But we do. And that's why you made that decision then. Now, you're 40, for God's sake. That's very young. Go on. If you find the right woman, if you really still want a child, go for it. No big deal. So, what are you talking about? But find the right woman. Which, of course, there's no guarantee. They all seem to be the right one when two people get into a relationship, but they could change. And if that, then you deal with it. But, you know, if that's really what you think is going to make your life perfect, which I really don't think, it's going to be a whole different ballgame. And you may say, oh, what the fuck did I do? Excuse my French. But if you're not in that zone, then don't. But if you are, then do. Carpe Diem says, wife gone now, want strong roots like you said. Like you said, okay, yeah, well then, wife gone now, and then find another wife. You know, don't wait too long if something good comes along, and if you are interested in, you know, sharing a domain with your loved one, you know, with your wife, with your girlfriend, go ahead. Because when it gets too long, you become so focused on life and the projects that you have that you will hardly have time or want to dedicate time. As much as you love women, as much as you love romance, as much as you appreciate and adore that relationship with a beautiful woman, with the woman of your choice, you may not want to dedicate and allocate that time that it takes to be fair to yourself and to her. And that's the only thing that you should watch for. Make your decision. Which way? This way or that way? If your life is full of projects and so on, then you may not have that time. Unless you find a woman who's actually have her own career and her own time, and you guys get together when you can, and that will be a perfect, healthy relationship. Carpe Diem says, lol, love your advice. Thank you. I love this channel. Great, Carpe Diem. Great. And thank you for being here with us. I appreciate it. And I feel you care about this channel. I appreciate it very much. Clarissa, what a nice name. Clarissa. Me and my ex were happy together for 2 months. Okay. We had plans for the future. It got harder to meet because we live an hour away. That's it? He gave up on us. I hate the fact that he left and didn't fight for us. An hour away and he gave up, that means he wasn't the right guy. So stop thinking that you guys were happy and all that. It was just something that the guy couldn't hack. Probably couldn't hack other challenges in life either. You're lucky that he's not in your life. Otherwise, some other challenge would come up. If he can't handle a goddamn hour away and figure out things, or you can't handle it, that means you guys are not meant for each other. You can't always find the right partner right beside your home, a neighbor. It's very convenient and everything. She's perfect, she looks great, she feels great, she thinks great, and we're all compatible, and then she's right here too, and she likes everything I like. What kind of fantasy is that? So, obviously, she didn't think what you think, he didn't think what you think he did. Meaning, he wasn't thinking as you thought that this relationship was perfect and all that. Obviously, he would have found a way. Or you guys, what's an hour? Would see each other maybe once or twice a day, twice a week. No big deal. Still keep it until one of you can come closer in if you wanted to live together later on. But obviously looks like that was a totally different direction than you thought it was. So don't be sad. It's best that it is this way because that wasn't the right guy. So go for it and see what other opportunities are out there. Clarissa. Have you guys clicked the thumbs up yet? Otherwise, Carpe Diem is going to come right at your door and show you the thumbs up that you're supposed to push. Gee, it's not easy sitting with riding boots on. So, guys, it looks like we are approaching an hour. I think I've answered all your questions and we've caught up with everybody. And so, if there is no more questions, I want to thank you all for being here. I don't know, Emmanuel. Prince has been absent for a few times. So, thank you for being here. I hope this short chat, well, now we call it short, although it's almost an hour, because our other chats were like over 2 hours. Mika says, thank you. You're welcome, dear. And of course, we all wish, let me see. We all wish Study With Me, which is Anna. We all wish Anna a strong showing tomorrow at her exam. And I'm sure she will do the right thing and stay focused on it, at least until the exam is done. Prepare for it. You'll be happy tomorrow. Then there's so much time to start thinking or feeling whatever it is that you think you should be feeling. Until then, we're all rooting for you. All the best. Love you all. Thanks for being here. I'll talk to you soon. And be good to yourself and to the others. Bye for now.